with the laser attached to the black tool stronger than.
Start here the battle rap.
No. When you came across battle rap, like
but once I got to middle school, I might have stayed.
Go ahead, finish your story. Go ahead.
Being literal. So that,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, this is it is the same. I'm not gonna lie to you because they use
Smok3n TV.
I ain't looking for problem, bitch. I am the problem. You want it, you got it. So here you go. Look, I came with a smile, but you want to smoke. Pistol with me, a nigga, and take it home.
That was electric. That was electric.
Smoke royalty. What the hell is smoking with y'all? You did. We back. I mean, we got another Smoking with the King. It's a very, very, very special episode. You did what I'm saying. If you was here yesterday, you know what I mean? You see that we chopped it up with Don Vito, you know what I mean? Smoked out with Don Vito right quick, you know what I mean? Today, you know what I mean? It's more the same. You know what I mean? It's more just a different day, people. You did what I'm saying? Y'all make sure that as y'all come in, y'all hitting that like. You know what I mean? Y'all doing your thing with the comments and shit like that, and share this thing out. You know what I mean? This shit about to be crazy. You know what I mean? I already know it. I feel it deep down in this motherfucker right here. I feel it. Our next guest, you know what I mean? He's been here before. You know what I mean? We've done a Smoking with the King. He might have been the first one. I don't know. I think Jackpot was the first one, if I'm not mistaken. But he's done a Smoking with the King before. You did what I'm saying. He is one of the most creative minds that I've come across. You did what I'm saying. In real life, online, you know what I mean, whatever, you know what I mean. And it shocked me because you know what I mean, he's super young, you know what I mean. Well, when I met him, he was super young, you know what I mean. He getting a little age now, boy. You get a little age. When I first met him, he was, you know what I mean. And just the thought process of it all, you know what I mean? You don't think like the average, you know what I mean, mid or 20-year-old type shit, you know what I mean? He's far advanced, you did what I'm saying. Hence his name and shit like that, you did what I'm saying. One of the best that we've ever seen do this shit. Other hood reputable, you know what I mean? Electric Squad member, you did what I'm saying. Man, I could go on and on about this young brother. You did what I'm saying. But we got morals over everything. You did, not me, but the battle rapper me. You did what I'm saying. Listen, man, this one right here is about to be motherfucking crazy. If you hear it, you know what I mean, go ahead and get your roll-ups rolling up. You did what I'm saying. Go ahead and get your liquor, your alcohol, whatever you need. You did what I'm saying. So we got the motherfucking Me Alien. You did. Me Alien.
Yo, what's up with you, man? How you feeling, man?
I'm good, my brother. I'm good. You did? How you?
Man, I'm feeling blessed, highly favored, victorious, loved by those who need to love me, hated by those who hate themselves. You know what I'm saying? So everything is in order.
Hated by those that hate themselves. How do you come up with shit like that? You know what I mean? You just like, you know what I mean? It's little quirky shit like that you do that's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's a punch nonetheless. You did what I'm saying? Like, and it may seem like a jab, you know what I mean? But that motherfucker a haymaker. How you do that shit?
It's a natural thought process. I think the best way I ever put it, I was freestyling an interview for my Jazz Call Me It's Wednesday. I look at life, existence as a book to me. Like everything, I break everything down. So everything is comprehension to me. Like everything is natural. I'm always reading and shit, and writing is just the inverse of reading to me.
Oh,
So
really?
it's
Yeah.
just reporting my findings. I do so much analysis. It's easy to report my findings like that because my brain is always fucking working. I'm always seeing the connections and things.
Okay. Are you one of those people that like that see patterns and shit like that? And you can
100%.
look. Okay. This shit.
In everything from sports, anything that I like or pay attention to, I can find that thing within the algorithm of it.
What do you have you found something to attribute that quality of yourself? You know what I mean?
I think there's a mixture of things. It's really my upbringing.
Okay.
I was in so many different situations and I was never really a child. I think I was naturally like that. Like when my mom talks about how I was born and everything, she always tells me she felt like she had a midget and not a baby. She like we were having a like deep conversation the other
Oh
day.
man. Yeah.
And like, man, she answered so many questions and like she really humanized herself for me with this one statement. She was like she said that and she's like, I never got a chance to be a mother. Like you were so independent, like you wanted to bottle early, you were walking fast, you were talking fast, you always wanted to do everything yourself. You understood shit. It's like I never really experienced a childhood with you. It was like you was just like you was a whole like person already. Like when I was born, I came out the womb, I wasn't feeling the doctor. You know what I'm saying? So I look at her, I won't crying though. So they smack my ass. I turn around and look at her like, yo, you let niggas touch ass over here? Like, what y'all got going on here? What the fuck is this? But she tell me I gotta cry. So I like nod and I let out the next time they do it, I let out a like wham. And then I looked at the nigga and then looked at her like, we done here?
We
and
done.
like,
What are we doing?
And it's like, yo,
What are
that's
we doing?
crazy. I used to smack
is...
other babies when they would cry and shit. I chuck pacifiers. So it's like I just always been in a certain space.
Hey yo, hell nah.
I was a thorough baby.
Hell nah. So you've always had the knack of I guess just I'll say this, you always had awareness, basically. You know what I mean? Always had that awareness, that God-given awareness, you know what I mean?
And I think
that
I was
sometimes
blessed.
Comes later on in life.
I was definitely blessed to have it nurtured as well. Like my mother is a great woman, yo. Like, and I was also raised by a village. Me and my pops didn't have a relationship till I was like 17, 18. But my mother is a lot, yo. She's a hustler. So I got to see a lot. Like where I'm from, you know how Virginia police is. So I come from hustle. I don't come from my street shit is not niggas don't just be over here killing and shit. It's too much going on. Like everybody hustling where I'm at. So the shooting and shit, like you got to be real discreet because you know how the police get over here. So everybody trying to keep this shit under wraps and niggas just trying to get money. So when you on the side of just getting money and shit and you see the drug world and you see that side of shit, you see a different thing than everybody just trying to shoot each other. You learn a lot of dynamics. You have to watch people closer because people are trying to play things a certain way. You got to watch the plucks because they be trying to set shit up or they might be watching your money too closely. You can't get so comfortable. You're not paying attention to how you serving your plucks and you got to be on your tens. And luckily my mother wasn't a whore. So being that my mom wasn't out here fucking niggas, the niggas respected me. So when I'm on the block,
how many niggas can say that? You know what I mean?
It's crazy. I was gonna just breeze past that. That is a big point.
That's a great point. You did what I'm saying, and I not to cut you off from your wisdom or nothing, but I feel like that's a reason for a lot of the shit that goes on nowadays. You did what I'm saying. Like a lot of young men, you know what I mean, are raised by, you know what I mean, young women. You feel me? Like, and with that aspect of it, you pick up some of them traits, you know what I mean, if not all of them, you know what I mean, just in a masculine type of way. You did what I'm saying, but really it's female shit, you feel me? Like, like, you know what I mean? Like, and to your point, you know what I mean, like, thankfully my mom wasn't out there like that, you know what I mean? Like, because if she was out there like that, she wouldn't have settled down and had a male like that village type of mentality. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have been that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Would have been out here running amok.
I definitely noticed the difference because I pay attention. Like I was a advanced child, so I noticed these things. But niggas would have different conversations with me, and then I was crazy as shit. Like as calm as I am, and as just like nice. The person I am now was like work. Like I got here, but I used to be crazy as shit. Like I remember fucking kindergarten when I realized I was crazy, and I had to start like catching myself was early. Luckily, I was smart enough to catch that this is crazy. So I'm on the bus in kindergarten. And I just didn't like this kid's face. And then they tried to sit us 3 to a seat. So I tried to stab him. Like I tried to kill him on the bus, right? So then I catch on halfway through. Now think about this thought process. Why I don't like this nigga. Why is this nigga near me? I'm going to kill him. So I start to stab him. And as I start to stab him, I realize I'm on the bus. There's cameras. So I look at the camera and I make a split decision in my mind. Okay, so I don't get in trouble. I'm gonna make it look like we playing, and I'm gonna stab this nigga for real though. So I start laughing, and I stabbed this nigga a couple times, right? But somewhere light. And then like I told him, and then like I was like, shut up. He started screaming and shit. I'm like, we were playing. You say anything else, I'm gonna kill you. So some shit like that. Like I was like, we were playing, and that's what he said. And I never got in trouble, right?
Hell no.
I really sat and reflected, like, yo, the only thing that stopped me from I would have took a life today. If I didn't think about jail, that shouldn't be the only thing that stopped me. That's weird shit. I had no reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, what the fuck was I thinking? And it's like, I wasn't. I'm glad I caught myself. And that's when I started like, oh, no, something ain't right, bro.
Even still, I would be real with you. Going through with it is kind of wild too. Not even kind of wild. It's still wild. Going through with it is still wild, just in a different manner. Like,
I had to grow out of that. Like, I was that type of like I would do wild shit. Like, I was a crazy young nigga, but I never like killed animals or no shit like that. I just like fighting and I like disrespecting niggas a little bit.
Did you ever rationalize it though? You'll be like, nah, niggas deserve this shit. You know what I mean? Nah, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
more so now. You know, I used to have, I've grown because I also had like nosebleeds really bad to where like if I experience too much of any emotion, that's why now like I control any kind of way, I can make myself look any way I'm comfortable with things because I literally had to maintain control of my emotions early. Because if I didn't, like if I laughed too hard, my shit'll bleed. If I got too angry, so I always have to maintain a level head. And now it doesn't happen anymore, but I don't get out of my body anymore either.
Get out of shit. What did you ever figure out what it was? You know what I mean? Besides you just getting too hype, you ever figure out like clinically what it was?
They always just called it chronic nosebleeds. They always said it could be associated to like my asthma or something, but there was never really nothing. And they were bad. Like they would last for a long ass time and shit. But I would fight, and I wouldn't get them. Like a nigga could pop me in my face, like a nigga could punch me in my face. My shit not gonna bleed, but if I get mad, or if I laugh real hard, or if I cry, my shit gonna bleed.
Something to make your blood start rushing and shit like that. When your blood start rushing, and shit start going crazy.
But I never got an official answer. So for me, I feel like that was life and God. Like the same way I think everything is a book, and the more you read this book, that makes sense. Like. I think I needed to be this docile, this calm, this level-headed, and in control of myself because I have a larger purpose. And I noticed with me and my path, I generate a lot of energy from the other side. And with that, if I'm not able to be level-headed within myself, I could really lose my shit because there's a lot of people who are going to make a concerted effort to stop me in any walk of life I choose because I have a certain path I'm meant to walk.
A certain path, yeah.
It's like I think everything happens for a reason.
It do though. You know what I mean? It do. You know what I mean? Like you said, just to go back to the nosebleed situation, you know what I mean? Like maybe that's the way to, you know what I mean? You know what? Calm your ass down, you do what I'm saying? You got something better planned. You know what I mean? Like it's calm your ass down. You feel me? Like fuck you know what I mean? Control it. You know what I mean? It's like a superhero with his powers. You know what I mean? Niggas all crazy and shit at first. You know what I mean? Going retarded with it. You feel me? And then, you know what I mean? Somebody come along and be like, yo, you got to harness these powers. You know what I mean? In order to control
I feel
this.
like
You know what I mean?
that's exactly what it is too, the power of the mind. Because it's also, it wasn't one area of my emotion that would trigger it. It was excess. So I had to conform in all areas. It's not like I was just too aggressive or too. I couldn't be too much of anything. I have to be balanced. So it's like that's helped me all around the board.
Word. Now, when did you pick up the skill set of rapping?
Well, honestly, it was always there. I just never really cared for music. I wanted to be the first black president, and I wanted to own, like, you know what I'm saying, shit like that was my dream. Like I wanted to be like I wanted to do other shit. Like I never wanted to be no fucking rapper. But everybody would tell me I was nice at it. Cause you know, growing up, we grow up Jones and Beard and whatever you want to call it where you from, but we roasting each other, we punching on shit, and we freestyling and shit. Like it's just a part of life. But I was always just like super good at it because I was always super articulate or whatever. But my brain works fast. I think in the layers of like the punchlines and shit. The same way I come up with jokes and shit like that, I can do that shit. I used to just rap for like hours and think nothing of it. And niggas would be like, I was the bull. Like, I didn't know it, but I was the rapper bull to some niggas and I didn't rap. Like at the, like, I'm the nigga that get the lunch table type or like, I'm the nigga that get the class hype. And I'm not thinking that I'm just trolling, just saying shit. Like I remember one time I was battling a nigga and I was like, cause our lunch lines was dumb long. Like, if you don't get there at a certain time, you bitch, you not eating. You better go to Chick-fil-A. You better go somewhere. And I had something like one time. I'm only tell you one time. It's my clip long as the lunch lines or some shit like that. Or like, and niggas was just going crazy, like just shit like that.
I remember them days, you know what I mean? And niggas beating on the table and shit, you know what I mean? The grinding beat, the infamous grinding beat on the table, you did what I'm saying, niggas just going crazy to it and thinking they freestyling and shit like that, you know what I mean? I remember shit. That shit, it was turn. I ain't never participate though, you know what I mean? I maybe got in on a beat or two, but I ain't never.
You was a nigga that was telling niggas who was nice or not though, like
that nigga nice right there. You hear me? Nah. Definitely, but so when you start to put it together though, you know what I mean? When you realize like, damn, I really, you know what I mean? I am the rapping boy.
When my brother died, when my brother got killed, he wanted to rap. I was making beats, and I made beats for him. And our last conversation before he passed was me telling him, "Look, we on the good side of town, bro. Like." I'm working on this shit, bro. I know how niggas came up. I know shit like that. But listen, we on the good part of town, bro. This is the time when niggas should relax. I'm building a studio. I'm working on beats. We need to lock in, bro. Just stay out the streets long enough. Like, we got this, bro. I'm telling you. And he just was like, bro, I gotta do what I gotta do. But that was our last convo. But when he passed, it just made me start, like, I was just going through the beats I made for him and shit, and I ain't know what else to do. So I just started rapping and shit, because I was really making music to give, because I knew I could do it. And I know I'm good at learning and teaching myself. I taught myself almost every, like basketball, I got good. I taught myself. I study things, so I know I have the capacity to learn whatever I want to learn. And I'm like, if I do this, if we lock in, we can make a living, and niggas don't got to do nothing outside of their regular means to survive and shit. So when he passed, it's something I wanted to do because it was something he loved. You know what I'm saying? And he's somebody that mean a lot to him.
Man, rest in peace, man. Straight up, man. That's something different. You know what I mean? Like we stated earlier. You know what I mean? God work in mysterious ways type shit, you know what I mean? And that's being kind of like passed through you know what I mean? To go ahead and get on this motherfucking shit, you know what I mean? Get on your shit and put it all together type shit, you know what I mean? And that's the biggest piece of it, you know what I mean? You know what they say, you know what I mean? The ultimate blessing is to be a blessing to others, you dig what I'm saying? And That's a, you know what I mean? That's something that I try to think about, you know what I mean? Try to, you know what I mean, realize whenever I going through some shit, you feel me? But
And also, I will say
go
too,
ahead.
it wasn't just that, like with his passing, like being at that funeral was weird for me because I was like deep into I was just super in tune with the spirit more so than ever. And I just noticed in that moment, I felt every family that was feeling that in the moment, and I felt nothing for myself. Like I realized in that moment, this is a step in a plan. Like everything is like there's so much money being made right now from all these families that feel this way. Like this is a concerted effort. And so I'm just started thinking about how can I attack this. And I feel like the modern thing is popular culture. Popular culture is kind of in the space where religion used to be in the time where we had the messiahs, where we had a Christ. The public, that everyday public would speak on those type of things. Nowadays, the mind of the masses is in this area. This is where most of the control is happening as to why our lives are the way they are, because the mass helps this agenda be pushed, helps they're the reason. You know what I'm saying? That this is this death shit. Black death is like $1 trillion industry.
Yeah.
And it was just, I really wanted to figure out how to combat that. I've been working on that a lot, trying to figure out a way to infiltrate that system smoothly. Like I never wanted to be the type of nigga with information that was a cheese ball. Like I really been around some shit. So it's like I feel like I have the tools to properly communicate this shit. Like I'm not just a cheese ball. I'm not speaking without experience. I've done more than I would let on. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't pride myself in that shit, but I have enough cool swag with me to be able to properly get a message across. I feel like without just chastising niggas and bitching and complaining.
Nah, it's a bar that I always quote of yours. You know what I mean? And it's I mean that I'm wild, bro. My text killed more niggas than the Bible. You know what I mean? Like, and that I don't know if niggas realize how much of a layered type of bar that is. Like, that's so, it goes to the root of things. You know what I mean? It's not just so much the Bible. You know what I mean? As it speaks. You know what I mean? Because that is the good book, right? You know what I mean? But the church. You know what I mean? The funeral homes, you did what I'm saying, the cemeteries, you feel me, what we put into our communities, you did what I'm saying, so on and so forth, that has a connection back, you know what I mean, to one source. You did what I'm saying, it like you said, it's $1 trillion industry, you know what I mean, like and it is an industry. Like this shit is wild when you think about it, you know what I mean. And when
I've broken that shit down in battle form a few times when I battled De Niro and all type of shit. Like it's a thing, bro. Niggas don't really. And I was hip to the black market as a child, low key. Like I had a friend who was like there. Like he put me on the Bitcoin when I was in middle school, and he's a little younger than me, and he's trying to tell me I should invest in Bitcoin as a 10-year-old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these are that little nigga. Like I always was ahead. That little nigga, he was making tasers at 12 from scratch. Like he was a fucking genius, a real live genius. Just I ain't never, bro. He's the closest I seen to like an Elon Musk or something in real time. Like, bro was just building shit.
Yeah. So you mentioned you broke this shit down and to in many battles. Like, let me ask you a question. Coming back into the fold of things, the virtual battle rap. Why go away from that?
What do you mean? Like why? What do you mean by why?
So I've noticed. I'm gonna be real with you, me. You know what I mean? I've noticed more of the. You know what I mean? Bars are still what they are. You know what I mean? Always intricate. Always. You know what I mean? You have a way of making something intricate but simple. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense.
Thank you. That's my goal.
Yeah. So it's super. You know what I mean? Like but I feel like you've gotten away from explaining to niggas. You know what I mean? Like,
Cause
you know what
fuck
I mean?
these niggas, bro. Like, bro, my
Mm,
sister is gone, bro. The person who made me give a
mm,
fuck about you niggas is gone. And the more time I spend with you niggas, I don't care
mm.
about you niggas. Not you particularly, Smoke. I got
I
mad.
know talking shit. Yeah, talking
But
shit. Nah, I got yeah.
I'm not as motivated. I used to want to help the like all my help gets put down is like I get shitted on, bro. I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I don't give a fuck about speaking life into most of these niggas. I used to care enough about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I still
Mm-hmm.
spare niggas, but my mood is different, bro. My bop a little different, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I first came into this shit, my sister was here, nigga. That was my source of good, bro. That's the person who made me want to be good. She was the first good person I met. She's the person who
Mm-hmm.
took the hood experiences out of my mind, who opened my mind up to be the person y'all know. So the more time I spend in this shit's frustrating, bro. Like when my second battle ever, nigga, I had a kid ask me for an autograph, and like I wanted to be lit. But
Yeah.
right after that moment, the moment was so fire. My instinct was to call my sister, and she's not
Mm-hmm.
here. So
Mm-hmm.
all my good moments are weird moments. Like I feel weird all the time. That's why I don't like love. Like I feel weird in the loving moments because I don't. It just it's a trigger. Like success is a little triggering for me sometimes because it's always that's the person. That's the only person I would call for that type of shit. She was the only person I would like. I don't know. So everything is just a little strange for me. I have a different feeling about this shit. And like, I don't know, I've been in certain situations, experienced certain shit, and I don't know, I feel differently about certain things and certain people and certain moments. Like I'm human, you know what I'm saying? I'm the V alien, but at the same time, I'm still human. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the same shit. I'm not the same person. I'm far from the same person. I could never be the same person. I would kill to be the person that exists on the world with my sister here. Or like, you know, like, bro, man, last year was so crazy. Yeah, fuck these niggas.
Mm-hmm.
And niggas, it's niggas that'll make fun of some shit they could never make it through. And I'm supposed to spare niggas with lyrics and shit. Man, I still be sparing niggas, but I don't care about enlightening stupid motherfuckers that have no hope, bro. I'm not in the business of wasting time.
No, most definitely. Most definitely. I feel that. You know what I mean? I think everybody that heard that just now felt that. You know what I mean? It's just straight up. You know what I mean? I want to ask you a question. You know what I mean? Is you can tell me if you want to answer it or not. You know what I mean? You mentioned earlier that bro passed away. You know what I mean? And you just mentioned that sis passed away. You know what I mean? Like how do you deal with that? You know what I mean? Like I, I couldn't imagine. You know what I mean? Like how do you deal with that? You know what I mean?
Um, I will say my sister passing is a little harder because it was a freak accident type shit, and she's like the purest soul I ever met in my life. So there was nowhere to place the anger. There was nowhere to. There's nothing that could be done. There was no information. There was no. At first, I was just left to speculate, you know, and I felt a lot of guilt initially, but
Mm-hmm.
just I don't know. It's difficult, but I'm the only friend because my sister, she was my blood sister, but we just like I said, I moved around a lot. That's one of my only
Mm-hmm.
the closest things I have to like a childhood friend. We known
Mm-hmm.
each other since I was like 10 to 12, and we've been locked in
Mm-hmm.
ever since. So I'm the only friend that still talks to her mother. I'm the only friend that calls. I'm the only friend that goes by and sees how things are going on and shit still. And it's like that shit weighs on me a lot. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm still dealing with that because I have moments of conflict where, like, my last Mother's Day was horrible. I couldn't even enjoy it because I was just thinking about. I couldn't text her mom because I didn't want to remind her, but I also didn't want her to feel ignored and
Mm-hmm.
not thought of. And it's like I couldn't figure out what to do there. You know what I mean? So that was weird.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's just that, and I miss the shit out of my sister. So sometimes that shit, it's been so long now. I'm not used to it, but it's not as initially, man. I lost like 50 pounds from not eating. Like, and this was
Mm-hmm.
not from me being home. Like, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep for like a long ass period of time. Like, I was just fucked up about that shit. But I understand life goes on and shit like that. You have to, and also I don't want to disrespect her by not doing anything with the time I had. and the lessons she taught me and shit. For real, that's why I try to still be. I have my emotional moments and shit, but she was such a great, not was, I hate that. They tell us literature lives, and I have way more respect for my sister than a book. She is a great person. She is the nicest person, the type of person you could call. I would call her, and she every time I would call her out the blue, she'd randomly be helping somebody, interrupting her day to help something. Yo, I just saw a dog on the road. I gotta find its owner. I'm like, yo, that's not your concern. You got shit to do. It's like, nah, I just can't leave. Like, she was that type of person.
Stop everything to help out.
Everybody that spoke at her funeral had the same statement of how they were at a bad spot and she was there for them. Like everybody. And it's like, yo, like that's how they met though. Like in the circumstances, she was always somebody's safe haven. And it's like, damn, like that shit crazy to realize I was the only person that was that for her.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, like
Sheesh.
That shit weird.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. I understand, you know what I mean? Yeah, wait. But not so you mentioned, you know what I mean? Let's jump into, you know what I mean, some right now shit, you know what I mean?
For sure.
So you mentioned, you know what I mean, and I know I'm kind of, you know what I mean, embellishing a little bit, but you mentioned this fuck these niggas. So, you know what I mean, we had Vito on yesterday, you know what I mean? And Vito said he don't see nothing that moves him, you know what I mean? Like how you feel about the talent that's in virtual battle rap today?
I agree with Vito, but this iteration of talent far surpasses the iteration of talent I came in witnessing. I think they have a lot of potential, and I think they have a lot of roles occupied. Like they have people that can do different things, carry out different shit. They really have a lot of potential in my eyes. And then there's people like I think are just great. Like I think like John to me, he's a fire rapper. He can also make the content. Like his interviews are great. His content approaches are great. Like to me, he's someone who can move the shit forward. Like that's somebody who can properly represent the shit. Like you're not gonna get an embarrassing moment out of a John or a misrepresentation of the culture, but you're also gonna get entertainment. You're gonna get good bars. There's a few I fuck with like a rap ref or you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. But in general, like as far as the inner rapper in me is very unamused. That's why niggas think I don't have energy. It's like no, I don't take these niggas serious. The D Money battle, I noticed this thing like aggression. Like yeah, he has to yell. He can't fuck with me. Think about that. In my mind, y'all think this is a match. I don't. All I got to do is tell the truth, and it's going to surpass him making up shit, trying to rap his heart out. I didn't have to do none of that. I just casually told the truth. And look at the uproar it causes when you just, I didn't have to get into, none of you niggas is going to bring the rap out of me because you niggas aren't that good. Like, nobody is that, like, I be bullshitting, like, for real, I really am not like that. Like, I really put this shit together in no time. That D Money round took no time. And that's all I had to do was sit and watch him blog about me being homeless. I wrote that shit watching him blog about me. That quick. And I left out shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm really like that. I really put my shit together. I'm a thinker. I'm an eloquent speaker. I'm a nigga that's from something. I don't have to rely on that. Like, I don't lead with that. I'd rather you think I'm pussy. I'm that type of nigga. A lot of you niggas is living for the perception of things. I live for the reality. I don't give a fuck what you think, but if you touch me, I bet you know something. I bet you leave with a better understanding.
Nah, listen, man. Listen. This nigga me is like this, and You know what I mean? For real, for real. You like this with it. You know what I mean? Niggas better be careful. You might get suplexed.
Yo, I'm type brolic. I'm type brolic for real with this shit. Like, I really be sparing niggas. Like, think about this, man. Think about this. I beat the shit out of D Money so bad that niggas had to cape for him. He kicked me off the panel as soon as the Dep said I won. Who does shit? Think about that. And campaigning and all type of shit. That's talent. I make you niggas get out of body out this bitch. Fuck with me. Can't nobody fuck with me for real. I've never felt moved to go over 20% as an artist. Like, I haven't felt that war. And I understand, and I'm not saying it like it's cool, but there's a natural response to pressure that I have. Like, I'm a mood person. I'm a creative. All my music, everything is in the moment, freestyle. Like, I can't generate fake energy. That's why this virtual battle rap, I love it because it's the most difficult form of the art for me because it's the least genuine. We're not in a room. We're not able to feel the energy for real. So for me, it's hard to generate it. So this is a challenge for me. This is way more of a challenge than rocking a stage or rocking a room or like this is the test for me.
It's harnessing your own energy.
Yeah, and trying to learn how to properly, like, because I don't feel it here. Like, I love the support system. I love certain aspects, but as far as just literally rapping into a camera, like, I'm not a aggressive texter. I'm not an argue on the phone bull. And when it's time for some shit, I'm not the talking nigga. Like, it's like, what we doing? Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not asking you most of the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't exist in that space. I don't come from that. I came around a certain type of people and like, that's just not P. I shouldn't have to do all that to get my, you know what I'm saying? So like, if the situation don't call for it, I've never been able to just concoct energy for the sake of having people look at me a certain way.
Nah, factual, man. Nah, so there's a topic floating around in virtual battle rap. You know what I mean?
Oh, let's get to it.
And I want you to, you know what I mean, I want you to chime in on it. You know what I mean? So the topic is niggas outpricing themselves. You know what I mean? Basically, in a nutshell. You know what I mean? So niggas feel like they worth a certain price. You know what I mean? But some niggas feel like, nah, that ain't, you know what I mean? That ain't cool to even ask that. You know what I mean? So I want to know how, from a battle rapper's perspective, you know what I mean? Like, it's from somebody that does this, you did what I'm saying. What are your thoughts on battle rappers? A, battle rappers getting paid, you know what I mean? And B, battle rappers overpricing themselves. But there is a caveat to that question, to the second question, right? You know what I mean? Niggas feel like they, you know what I mean? They worth what they worth. You know what I mean? And so you can't really, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Can't really say nothing, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm a different artist though, because I don't exist in the emotional space of artistry. I also understand the business and I understand the culture. So I get both sides. Like, to me, it's impossible to have a monolithic approach to this debacle. Like, you can't just have a side, because to me, the starting point is there is little to no return on investment within this. So automatically, the niggas that's trying to put bread in our pockets are doing it for love and doing it out of appreciation for us. So for me, I step outside of what I believe I'm worth, because for me, this is the area with which I build my worth, and I know I'll get my income that I feel I'm owed on my own terms. As long as, because for me, this is just a world to build a support system. Eventually, like, I would like to do my own website where I'm direct to consumer, where I'm selling clothes, music, everything will be direct to consumer. So I'm building a world right now. So for me, you're helping me by giving me access to people. I know I'm not going to take everybody, but I know I'm a polarizing person. And the more times I come around, there's people that's going to take to me. There's people that's going to hate me. The people that hate me are going to eventually turn. Like, you know what I'm saying? As long as the more they get to know me. And if not, that's still engagement. So it's like, it depends on what your business plan is. A lot of niggas don't even have a plan. So this is the money grab for them. For me, I look at this shit differently. So for me, I'm able to step outside of this. You can ask anyone I've ever done business with on the money front. I'm never difficult. I'm always trying to be helpful. I care about the community. I've never overcharged on no car. I've always said when Daryl and DZ was doing their car, I told niggas off bat, bro, it's a lot of niggas that's not trying to put money in niggas' pockets. And so I want to keep you motivated to keep doing this, even though I'm not going to be around. I don't plan on being here past this year, but I would like to be a part of you feeling incentive behind this. Like, I want to be a part of you being able to do this again. So it's like, you got to think of the collective. You got to think of what is your business plan. You got to think of what is value. Because some people, like, we are valuable. Our time is valuable. All of that is valuable. But you also have to think sensibly. There is no ROI. What are you doing to make your time valuable other than like nothing? What are you doing to generate that money back at the end of the day? That's like I don't know, man. That's like getting a front and not selling the drugs and expecting to just keep getting fronts. Like, bro, you're not even selling the pack. You're not bringing no money back. What the fuck you mean? Oh, but I'm getting high and partying and the city loving me. The fuck that got to do with the money, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean you having a good time and you turning up? Nigga, where's the money? We talking about the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's when you understand the infrastructure, you will really quickly begin to appreciate those who are trying to put money in niggas' pockets. And I've been in the live circuit. Battle rap is an expense. So this is the greatest opportunity to generate contract leverage for the real world, have some legitimate numbers behind you, have a following, proof of that.
Yeah.
So learn, you got to understand what works for you and what that means. I think a lot of niggas don't even have a goal in mind to work from. Like, that should be the first thing. I think that would change a lot when you have an idea of where you want to get to. It's going to change how you drive. Like, if you just hop in the car, but you just whip, you know?
You smashing out. You know what I mean? You going down the street just around the corner. Why you smashing out for? You know what I mean? I get it. I get it. And then shit. You basically covered all bases with that. You know what I mean? Shit. You basically covered all bases with that. But you know what? You know what niggas don't really think about? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't think about it until you just said it. I mean, the time aspect in itself, you know what I mean? That's a lot. You know what I mean? Especially, you know what I mean, niggas got lives and shit, niggas got jobs, niggas got, you know what I mean, whatever, you know what I mean, whatever situations niggas got going on, but that time aspect you can't get back. You know what I mean? Like that
sure.
is, you know what I mean, is different. You know what I mean? Like for real though.
Like that battle rap man, John. Like, luckily for me, I write very fast. Like I wrote that shit. I got the battle that morning. I was done by lunchtime. Like, I wrote on my lunch break. Like, I'm an electrician, bro, and I was working on the roof, and it was like 107 before humidity outside. So you already know, and I'm on the roof, so it's dummy hot all. So you know I'm not writing no goddamn raps, nigga. I'm trying to live.
Fuck out of here.
But I got that shit done that day, so I everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that part is more of a struggle for niggas. I don't really struggle on that part. For me, it's hard to find motivation sometimes. Like, I like watching some niggas battles and shit like that. Like, I have to stay within myself or have conversations and hear people, oh, you think you're gonna win for real? Like, that little shit sometimes will motivate me. But that's more my difficulty time-wise. And I be having a lot of shit going on. But I can write fast as fuck. But I realized that's an anomaly. So I understand for most people, that shit is time consuming. I do not sit around thinking about you niggas. I promise you. I promise you.
Let me ask you something. Let's say you get a battle. This is just hypothetically. Let's say you get a battle that's 6 months, or that's too far out. Let's say 3 months from now, right? And you know it, and you go ahead and you write it today. You know what I mean? Do you go back to it, or you just let it breathe? Are you one to say, you know what? Let me go back and touch it up. Or you
Yeah,
one
I
and done
can't.
type shit?
I have to write close to the time frame because I'm like not diagnosed, but I feel like I'm like ADD or ADHD or something. But I'll get tired of that material dumb fast. I think all my battles I've only had like in real life, like like outside of virtual, my live in person battles I've only had a week or two. The only time I
Okay.
had more than that was the bill collector battle. I had a couple months, and I rewrote everything the night before or the morning of, and I rapped that shit perfect.
Yeah.
Like it's a natural for me. I'm
Okay.
gonna end up changing. So I can't with that much time. I'm not gonna be able to goddamn. I'm gonna end up
Sit
rewriting.
still with it. Yeah. He
Yeah,
said,
like
nah, fuck
I
that.
can't.
He said,
Too much is gonna
nah.
occur within the. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So much is gonna happen.
Yeah.
I can't just
Yeah.
sit with material. Like I literally can't.
So, you know what I mean? Mm. I wanted to ask you, like, with the new wave of talent that's coming, you know what I mean? Who's the most who's one of them that you're looking at like, yo, you might have to see me. You know what I mean? I know
Well,
you
the
said niggas don't move, you know what I mean, and all of that shit, but
well,
I know you know what I mean, you pay attention to shit, you feel me? So
well, I kind of got the rest of my year mapped out, honestly, and I'm done after this year. But
mhm,
I think John, Rap Ref, and
mhm.
Loso BX.
Okay.
But Loso ducked me already. We had a battle booked. That's the only reason I came back around. A Def had booked me versus Loso, and then
Mhm.
when I asked to could we do it in person that day, I got the rollout of I haven't done enough, and the battle got canceled. So, but I respect his rapping and shit like that, and I fuck with Bull. So I think he's one of the better ones here. Like I think he's super good. Like I think there's a reason he's able to get away with that. Like he's like a version of me from an alternate universe. Like he's got more clip in him than me. You know what I'm saying? But like he's definitely he's of a certain ilk. He's a special talent, so
Mhm.
he's able to get away with certain bullshit. Now I
Mhm.
plan my shit out. Like I lean into things to create promotion and create conversation, but as long as he keeps rapping and gets better and shit, like man, he's gonna be able to do whatever he wants around here for real.
Mhm. Or so you mentioned this is the, you know what I mean, the last year where was if you would like to reveal to us, you know what I mean, what's next for me?
Man, life. Trying to start a family. I got a beautiful girl. I'm finna lead the country. You know what I'm saying? My
Mm.
girl fine as shit, man. I ain't worried about these niggas.
Yeah,
Man, I'm trying to
yeah.
live my life. I'm trying to start my businesses up. I'm finally in a great space. Last year was a horrible year for me, but it was a
Mm.
beautiful year, and I had a great time. Actually, funny enough, and life feels so easy right now. So I just want to capitalize on that and do everything I'm meant to do. And I just don't feel like I shorten myself a lot to stick around here and to be of assistance, but all I get for it is like shitted on, which comes with the territory. But I think by this point, at the end of this year, I'll have left the necessary blueprint to help the community and not need to be a part of it. I think I've made enough of an impact to set a template where I'm not going to be the star of this shit, but I think I've set a great template and blueprint, and that will help a couple people make a great impact.
Mm. You think you're the Mount Rushmore of this shit?
I think I exist beyond that. Like, I don't think that doesn't matter to
Mm.
me. Like, because honestly,
The Big Bang of this shit?
The Mount
I mean,
Rushmore,
the guy's particle of this shit?
yeah, I'm something like that. Like, I'm something special. Like, I'm the thing that took the humans and made them stand upright. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
The
the nigga that came.
Anunnaki?
I'm literally yes, I'm literally the aliens that come down and civilize you niggas and peace out. That's why I'm gonna get away from you niggas. But listen, the Mount Rushmore is full of cornballs in real life, and that so is this. Yo-Yo is a fucking
Mm.
cornball. I would never want to
Oh
share
shit.
a piece of a mountain with a cornball. Like, no, I'm good. Like George Y, all them niggas was cheese balls. They wore powdered wigs. They was sissies. So no, I'm not Mount Rushmore.
God's particle.
I'm more than that. You know what I'm saying? I
You
amount to
feel me?
much more. Hey, fuck Mount
You feel
Mushmore.
me?
I'm a real more. I amount to much more.
Mm, okay, okay, okay. You know what I mean? So you mentioned, you know what I mean? Life is easy. I like that. You know what I mean? Because the common quote about life is that it's hard, right? I mean, and once you figure this shit out, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say you gonna figure this shit out, you know what I mean, early. I ain't gonna say you gonna figure this shit out late. But once you figure this shit out, this shit is easy. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? It's things that we stress about that we don't need to that make shit hard. You know what I mean? We make shit hard on ourselves. You know what I mean? That's the only, like you said earlier, the mind is the most powerful tool that you can ever have. I mean, the mind can put you in a deep state. The mind can bring you out of a deep state. You know what I mean? It's
100%.
all up to you and how you thinking. You get what I'm saying? And if you constantly thinking that life is hard, you know what I mean? You may be going through some tough shit, but it ain't hard. You know what I mean? It ain't hard. You must. I like that you said. You know what I mean, finding that life. You know what I mean, life is easy right now. You know what I mean? That's super fire in itself.
Yeah, I feel like
Straight up.
if you follow yourself, you will be led exactly where you're supposed to be. And I keep finding myself in better and better positions. Of course, last year was an exception of that, but I've met, even through this,
Mhm.
I don't plan on coming back or nothing, but I've met great people that I plan on having interactions with for the rest of my life. Like, you a brother to me, man. Like, I don't give a fuck about no battle rap.
Mhm.
Like, I care about your well-being, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. Yeah.
Like Asia, Vito, my girl, like me and my girl, we have a real, like, I love you, Jazz. We got a real understanding, but it came through this because I was just myself. I never put on some character. I'm very honest in my material. I'm on, like, so I have genuine connections. So it's just like, for me, this was a tester.
Mhm.
Like, even my style of music, I can also do the rap, but I'm experimental. I like to do all type of shit. So for me to gain any traction in this world, this is the hardest subsector for a nigga like me. Even though I can do what y'all like, but I'm not a conformer,
Mhm.
and I make younger music. And for me to get any type of traction, for me to do the numbers I do with no social media presence and no subscribers and shit, this is me knowing, okay, so once I get out here, I know I can do this, I know I can do that, and I'm doing all this on my phone freestyle. These aren't even my. I'm waiting until I'm getting my business together before I start putting out the
Mhm.
serious shit. This
Before
is
you
just
start doing this shit.
building up the world, so it makes sense.
Mhm.
So it's just like it all is coming together. Me being who I am, I've had, like, even shouts out to Nando. We've had so many great conversations and real life conversations just based off my material, my music, me being genuine. I have real
Mhm.
people that I have actual form connections with. That's somebody I pray for.
Yeah.
Like, I say, like, by name
Yeah.
in my prayers. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? That just come from
Mhm.
being honest in my material. Where
Mhm.
that he saw something to where we speak it. That builds bonds, being
Yeah.
yourself. That's just me. That's all I have to offer. I don't have some character. I don't have some ideal. No, I'm gonna be me. That's all I have. I didn't even give y'all a rap name. I gave y'all what I call myself because I wanted to be seen that accurately. Like, I don't have no cut on the shit, right or wrong, or, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna be me. I don't care about perception. I care about reality. I care about the truth.
Mhm. Mhm. Nah. I want you to for the niggas in the back, you know what I mean? Pause. Hey yo. You know what I mean? But for the niggas that's up in the nosebleeds, you feel me? You know what I mean? Or just now, you know what I mean, catching on to you know what I mean? Explain to the people what me means.
Man, morals before everything, man. Um, that's me, like, in a nutshell, man. I believe I lead with principles. That's one thing I don't like. All people with humans, as time passes, change is inevitable. You lose hair follicles, you lose skin cells, you lose people. But
Mhm.
growth is optional. You can get better or just be different. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And damn, I'm high, so I forgot where I was going with this. There was a specific point. But
that's how it is, man. You smoking with the king, man.
sway.
That's what it is.
The one area I won't sway is in my morals. Like when I came into this shit, I came into this world via Math Hoffa. Math Hoffa did not like me because I wasn't a yes man. He couldn't bully me into. He wanted to see my face, which I thought was weird. So I would specifically not let him. And then he tried to make niggas sign a contract to even start his tournament. And I'm the only one that argued the contract. What does this mean? What is that? What is that? Everybody else was just ready to sign it because they care about the opportunity more than the principles of, hey, what am I signing? When can you clarify this? What are you? So I feel like there's been a recurring theme of morals before everything. I put that shit first. I put right over wrong, regardless of what. I don't care how something looks, man. I care how it is. I don't care how niggas feel. I care how it is, how it's supposed to be. And I'm going to always remain consistent in that. I don't do whole shit that like I'm never going to compromise my character and my personal comfort for nothing. That's what makes me who I am. That's my source. That's the special thing about me is I'm me. Can't nobody else do that shit. Everybody has that gift. I just have the gift of being aware of that.
Mm-hmm. Nah, that's super fire. You know what I mean? For you niggas, you know what I mean? This young man is dropping jewels for you old niggas. You know what I mean? You niggas is 30 and up. That's here. I know it because I see the analytics.
Yeah.
You dropping jewels on you niggas right now. You feel me? You know what I mean? The quicker you can be you know what I mean? Yeah, unapologetically, you know what I mean? Like you said, you know what I mean? It's not about feeling, you know what I mean? Listen, everybody got an opinion, everybody got a perspective, but guess what? There's only one reality of it, you know what I mean? And that's what it is, living your shit, you feel me?
100%, man. Because think about it, man. Like, I feel like everything mirrors everything. Technology mirrors us. Like, we are the original cell phones and laptops and shit. Like, taking pictures, gigs and shit is our memory. Like, we are the original form of that. So, oh fuck. What was I about to say? It was damn it. It was a very, very, very valid point, man. I gotta stop smoking good gas. Where P Black at with the mid, man? I've been smoking too much good gas. This D Money pack got me discombobulated. Goddamn it. I was smoking on this D Money pack, man. This white ranch got me going.
Yeah, there would be no midget smoking. I'm smoking with the king. I promise you.
Yo, we
Even if
smoking
P
that
Black come up
barrel
here
ranch
himself and have a
barrel ranch got me acting a fool, man. I can't even remember what I was finna say. I can't even finish a sentence.
This nigga. Cigarette time. Hell nah. Hell nah. Nah. So moving forward, you know what I mean? You about to embark on your new journeys and shit like that. You know what I mean? Gracefully, you know what I mean, with your impact, you know what I mean, on virtual battle rap, you did what I'm saying. And with that being said, can I get a top 5? You know what I mean? Can I get a top 5 virtual battle rapper? You know what I mean, right now? Can we do 2? Can we do all time and right now?
Me.
Mm-hmm.
Me.
Okay.
Me. That's 4, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's 4.
Damn, who's the 5th one, yo? That nigga me, yo.
That nigga me fire, right?
Fuck the rest of these niggas, man. Right now, I definitely think I'm top 5 right now.
Okay.
I just smoked the shit out of D Money. They had to run a whole campaign. It was 80-20 on his panel, and he kicked me after it. That's a clear sign of victory, man. Innovate is up there.
Okay.
I'm going for right now. I would have Vito up there. Vito hasn't only battled once this year, and he clearly smoked Trey Doe, but I don't put Trey Doe up there high enough for that to. I'm being unbiased as far as right now. Loso BX is up there right now. That's 3. Top 5. you gotta throw Pyro. Pyro has to be up there no matter what. You got too much battle is hard. And then the fifth person, did I already say Innovate?
So you said battle is hard. Yeah, you said Innovate.
That nigga say, yeah, you said battle is hard. Yeah, you funny as shit.
This nigga wild.
But that's a real thing though. Battling me and then battling Danny Myers back to back is crazy. When there's people who won't even, like, I remember when I first entered this world, when I was hitting the chat talking about I'll smoke you niggas. Who have you battled? I ain't there. Like, we're not all building our names. Like, we're all nobodies. Right. Cut that shit out. So I respect Pyro, man. He really get to it. You know what I'm saying? I would never shit on that man for that. So the fifth one, I'm trying to think, because I'm not just trying to go off of styles that I like. I'm trying to also blend in the work done this year and shit like that. Because I want to put I'm gonna go Rap Ref, because he clearly beat Yo-Yo to me. That Yo-Yo round is ass for real. I don't know how niggas just let that shit slide. Yeah, what? That nigga's ass. He couldn't even breathe and shit, bro. What the fuck? But I get through my shit that niggas want to hate. See, y'all, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I be talking about, man. Y'all gotta stop dick eating. Try fruits and vegetables, man.
This me, son. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So you Innovate.
Loso.
You said Loso.
Rap Ref and
Ref.
There was somebody else I said too.
Pyro. Yeah. That's solid right there. That's solid. You think that group would be any group in battle rap? Any top five? That group right there in virtual battle rap?
Nah, because Otherhood plus one of them would do it. Yeah. But if you exclude Otherhood, for sure. Who the fuck is beating that file? Who is beating me, Innovate, Loso, Rap Ref, and I keep forgetting who the fuck the last person I just
Pyro.
Pyro, my apologies, yo, for real. It's that D Money rap, man. It's this runts, yo. this Daryl runts got me stupid, man.
This nigga,
bitch, I'm gay.
Yeah, it's like hell nah.
But yeah, that's a yeah. Who fucking with that team, man?
That's a fire team. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sheesh. That's a crazy ass team right there. I ain't gonna lie. Sheesh. The energy. You know what's crazy? Each one of them bring, you know what I mean? Each one of y'all bring a different type of energy. You know what I mean? But it's turned up energy, you know what I mean? Even Innovate. You know what I mean? He turned the fuck, like, he turned up when he rapping, like, that energy
Drunken
is
Master.
different. Yeah.
Drunken Master, yo. I love that nigga,
yo. Facts. That nigga, listen, man. Listen. Yeah. Nah, that's a different type of team right there. You know what I mean? Sheesh. I might have to write that one down. I'm gonna definitely go back and write that one down. You dig? Sheesh. So all time. What's happening all time? What are we doing?
I still got me in there. Jackpot, Asia, Vito, and Rio Nicosi. Asia, a lot of niggas don't know, a lot of niggas hate. Asia is really the greatest out of all of us. Yeah. I'm the best. I'm like the most legendary nigga of all time, but Asia he's rarer than me. Because he never rapped ever. Like, I was the same way, but I started a little earlier than him. He didn't rap until he got into math shit. He made math start up the shit just off of talking shit in the chats. So he created, on my side, he introduced me to virtual, because without Asia doing that, I'm not here. So Asia was turning down RBE battles before niggas even came over to this side. That's, you know, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
He was turning down niggas' goals years ago. He didn't even want to do this shit. We had to beg the nigga to rap because we think he fired. He never cared about this shit, bro. It was always just because niggas said, yo, you fired, bro, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's different from me. He's always good. He definitely has his own particular genre, his own mark. Because he's responsible for me being here the same way a lot of you niggas wouldn't be here without Yo-Yo and Rio. Like y'all started there. I started because of Asia.
No, that nigga Asia's different. I remember being in the chat. You know what I mean? Read between the lines. It'd be 1, 2 in the morning. You know what I mean? Niggas is up. You know what I mean? This nigga Asia sending in. Yeah, look at Asia sending the super chat talking shit. You know what I mean? I remember that,
man. Yeah, I would say that. Jackpot, of course, he did the Midnight Madness shit. He was putting on in person. From the virtual, he did a lot. And really, it's just my brothers, man. Rest of these niggas I don't give a fuck about these niggas, man. You know, innovators in there for sure. Because he was in the first set of this shit. And he's always been good. He's not like a De Niro to me. He's actually talented. He's a hilarious promotion person. Like, he's fucking funny as shit, even when he doesn't try to be. He's a character. He's a staple. Innovate is definitely in there. I would have Rio in there because his contributions are big. Like, I don't think if Yo-Yo would have battled Audie Boom, we wouldn't exist. So shouts out to Rio for having the talent to put that together properly and the voice and the swag of being a nigga. Like, if any, like, you know what I'm saying, that could have been really bad for this world.
That nigga Rio did change the way. I mean, like he got this shit lit for real. Let me keep it a buck. You know what I mean? Like that move right there, like that jail cell shit. That shit, like, what the fuck is this shit right here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was genius. And I'm like, Yo-Yo has a good market in mind. Where I know it was his mind that said, let's finesse this nigga and capitalize off this nigga. But if it would have just been Yo-Yo, it wouldn't have been special like that. Like, it would have been cool or something, but it wouldn't have sparked what it sparked. Like, Rio was a necessary component. His character, his voice, his projection, the care he puts into his material and shit, like everything went exactly how it needed to go. So I can't shit on Rio for that. Rio is definitely a contributor on that level.
Not factuals. And so what was I about to say? Damn, I'm high too. What is that shit? I got jet fuel gelato, nigga. This shit doing it right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nah, definitely Rio is one of them niggas. When I look at this shit, I say, yeah, you know what I mean? That's one of the pillars of this shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you feel like people is not taking advantage of this virtual shit? Because you remember early on, niggas had the backgrounds, niggas had the, you know what I mean? Like, you feel like niggas, you know what I mean?
Of course, like a lot of man. This is actually a much more layered conversation, I think, than you even anticipate in my mind. Like, from the beginning of this shit, very few people take the initiative to learn the ins and outs in the first place. There's a lot of lazy people. That's why certain people have this need to feel like they need their love and their credit, because there was a lot of niggas who was just dick eaters who had nothing to provide. They never learned. They never even tried to figure out enough to know what StreamYard or OBS is. They never took the time to learn this information. So there's a lot of niggas who really think they doing the best that can be done in the first place, let alone, you know what I'm saying, not trying. There's niggas who don't even care enough to know if they're trying or not. So there's a lot of lazy artists, and then we don't have any more GXs. Like, we don't have any more, and I want to do that shit, but at the same time, I'm not gonna be here long enough for that. Somebody else gotta be that boy. Because if I do it, I'm gonna be the bull. I'm gonna be the video bull, and I'm not gonna be here. So whoever does it now, you're copying me. No, somebody needs to step up and take care of that.
Yeah. Nah,
It's right there. But within that though, there's so many assholes. Like I'm an asshole in a loving way. Like I talk shit because that's how I grew up. We grew up fighting and talking shit. I'm not gonna actually do, you know what I'm saying? But if I have information, I'm not withholding it. This is a community full of people. I remember saying OBS on somebody's StreamYard and they tried to like shh. No, don't say that. We put that in the back chat. That's corny shit. I want everybody to have the information necessary to succeed because we all do great. This shit look better.
Yeah.
But that's the type of people we deal with. This shit is like a high school or middle school cafeteria sometimes. Like it's very lunch table-y, weird child shit. And everybody's 35 and up, which just doesn't make sense. But there's a lack of a sense of community. We need to share this information. Some niggas really don't know that there's more that can be done.
Yeah.
But then there's niggas who do and they don't spread the word. They rather complain or they rather ask for love because they do it than put everybody on and make this shit better.
Make it what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean?
You know how I found out? Do you know how I found out about this shit?
How's that?
I had to teach myself because I reached out to GX and he tried to charge me. I'm sorry, you out your fucking mind.
GX trying to charge niggas. Damn,
for Googleable information. But think about the egos and the level of whole ass nigga you gotta be for that to even be fly to you within a building community. Any information I have, I gladly share. I gladly help anybody.
Yeah.
Even the bitch ass niggas. I hate Clip. I don't give a fuck about Clip. He would be lying to you if he said I never helped him with nothing ever. I put niggas on the band lab. I'm like, yo, this is how you can build value doing that. And I'm not saying like he only did, I'm saying though, I've been helpful with my information regardless of how I feel about niggas personally.
Yeah. It's for the betterment.
Because that's what matters. Yeah. Like the betterment of the shit matters. Mm-hmm. It's not just about how I look. Like some people are such dweebs in real life that they need the veneration and shit. Mm-hmm. I'm such a cool nigga. Like I need the hate. I don't know how to operate. Love is, I've always hated it. My first words was cuss words because as a baby, people used to walk up to me and I'd be like, shit, fuck, damn. That was my first couple words because I was agitated. I don't like attention. I've never been the bull. I'm not thirsty.
Yeah, attention is one of them drugs, man.
And it's just sad. Like, and I get it. Everybody, like, people are broken. You know, sometimes you have rough upbringings. It's not my fault. Some people are like premature. They've been bullied and shit like that. Like, it's okay. But that doesn't mean you should withhold information from a large group of people that you can hold yourself above them.
Factuals, my nigga. Listen, man.
Hey, when it's noise, it's real. Shout out to Ice.
That's a fact, though. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm not the best teacher, but I try to help. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. You know what I mean? In every way that I can. You feel me? But I'll say this. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that do, you know what I mean, seek help that are not really, you know what I mean, I don't know if it's not really a great listener, you know what I mean, or they just don't want it, you know what I mean? Like, but a lot of people do take heed to it, you know what I mean? And I can tell you, you know what I mean, over time, you know what I mean, start to weed out some of these niggas, you know what I mean? You started, like you said, you know what I mean, you start to, man, fuck, like the fuck, like why I'm gonna keep telling these niggas the same shit as niggas saying, you know what I mean? And it's a fucked up way of thinking, but when it comes to the betterment of shit, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like
you can only lead a horse to water, man. I'm not I ain't never forced a woman to do nothing in my life, man. It's always about consent. You can't force nobody to do nothing they won't want to do, man. That's simple. It's so simple. So, but I want to say, man, I appreciate you, yo. Like, man to man, even in ways you would never understand. You walking your path has helped me along mines, man. Even small shit like within this, before we even get to man shit, like like even you introduced the term OBS to me naturally through a stream. So that's what when I hear that, boom, okay, that's what I need to know to, you know what I'm saying? Or StreamYard, you know. You saying those things helped me get into the gears of learning the infrastructure to be able to set up my channel, to be able to, because I listen, but you weren't even talking to me. You were just talking. But I appreciate you because you could have been the type of nigga to not want to say that. There's niggas who want to keep that under hush.
Yeah.
And you were just normally talking. You know what I'm saying? It didn't even cross your fucking mind to say, oh, let me not say that. It's niggas who really will stop themselves.
No, that's you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just it's one of those things. You know what I mean? I like you, like yourself. You know what I mean? I want to see niggas do good. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? And that's just my natural stuff. You know what I mean? That's in my everyday life. You know what I mean? Listen, man. I got 4 people that work. You know what I mean? That do inventory work and shit. You know what I mean? All of them ain't the best. You know what I mean? But together they, you know what I mean? And I give them little tidbits and shit like this. You know what I mean? And I always, you know what I mean, try to give them all of the directives that they need. You know what I mean? And just do it naturally. You know what I mean? That way it's not something that comes off as you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do. You know what I mean? Like it's a conversation more or less. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? And just that's always been me for real. You know what I mean? Just want to see other people succeed type shit. Like, I'm trying to get this motherfucker to take my job. You feel me? Like that shit like that. You feel me? Like. Yeah,
I look at it like Jay-Z said, man, and I look at it beyond just the materialism of it. When he was like, if every nigga in your clique is rich, your clique is rugged, no one could fall because everyone would be each other's crutches. I look at that beyond material. Information, wisdom, love, with all that shit. If everybody got it, everybody has it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not going to withhold the information. We all need this shit, bro, because something could happen to me. I could be fucked up. You got it, though. We can help each other.
Yeah. Each one teach one.
Because ain't nobody gonna be able to do with information what I could do with it. So I ain't never scared to with it. Like, ain't nobody gonna be me with it. Can't nobody pop my shit like me. Ain't nobody gonna formulate the thoughts I'm gonna formulate. So I'm not scared of that. I'm not scared to put my thoughts up with anybody. I'm not scared to put my execution up against anybody's. I want everybody to be their best, man. Feed their families, live, smile, happily. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. Some of you niggas, man, could fall to death.
Life is about,
some of you niggas could fall to death, man. Embarrassing me.
Listen. I want to say this. Because there are a lot of creative ways that have been displayed. You know what I mean? You got Luke Kane walking around. You got a cameraman now and shit like this. You know what I mean? You got motherfucking. Well, maybe that's it. I'm sure there's other. You know what I mean? Oh, Rap Ref with Geechee in the background. You know what I mean?
No, I'm
shit
not
like that.
Like, give a secret away.
What's that?
I was gonna have the video of Daryl crying playing on my TV while he was rapping, and I just thought it was too overkill.
Yeah,
like I had it planned, like I had it set up on the TV, and I was like, you know what, I already won, bro. It is not that's too much.
Nah, but listen, I want you battle rappers, you know what I mean, to utilize this virtual aspect. You know what I mean? There's tons of shit that you can do. You know what I mean? And it don't have to be, you know what I mean, a green screen. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta, you know what I mean, if you an older nigga and you don't know how to do the OBS and shit like this, you know what I mean?
Go to a studio.
There's always different shit that you can do. You know what I mean? Listen, this right here is a camera. You know what I mean? Like this, whatever you can get a dope scene. You know what I mean? You can go to the park. You feel me? You can get a background, like a brick background. You know what I mean? An alleyway, whatever. You know what I mean? Like it don't matter. You know what I mean? And be creative with it. You feel me? You know what I mean? And listen, for the niggas that is a little bit tech savvy with it, I mean, OBS is, listen, man, it's a little difficult at first, but once you get it, you get it. You feel me? And this nigga me is. Man, what you got going on, nigga? What you got
I
going
got
on?
my eyes on you. See, look, this is a webcam, and when you have an actual webcam, you can place it anywhere and do anything.
Anywhere, anything. You know what I mean? You can do what the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean? And just utilize it. You feel me? You ain't gotta turn into bats like GX. You know what I mean?
You don't
You ain't
gotta
gotta
shit
be
yourself.
This nigga here. So getting into it. I know, listen. I know, you know what I mean? You say you done with this shit, you know what I mean? If there ever was a battle, what battle would make me come back outside just for one, you know what I mean? It's like, you know what? I'm settled in life. My business is just straight, you know what I mean? I can afford a battle, you know what I mean? But what battle would that be?
It would depend at the time. I think if I was to call it right now, y'all would need, like, me versus Loso, I think would be good for the people. I think I'm one of the only people that could really, really, really challenge him. I think that would be interesting for the people. There's a couple battles that I will be giving the people on my way out, so I don't even want to say. But I am working on some stuff, and also I will be doing some like almost super hot fire type shit where I'll be doing one-offs myself.
Okay,
and I'm putting those out independently. So like I will eventually, like I'll be having live battles just like put out every once in a blue, like, and you might see me versus like like maybe a bill collector, and then maybe like somebody from this circuit, and then maybe some up and coming battle, maybe you know what I mean, things like that.
Nah, that's fire. That's fire. That's super fire for real. That's super fire, and it makes sense. You know what I mean? Whoever it is at the time, for real. I know. You know what I mean? You might get somebody that's even crazier by then. You know what I mean? You don't know. You know what I mean?
Looking at the trajectory, I think there's gonna be somebody that like it makes like super sense. Because especially at that point in time, like if I like where I want to, like everything is good, I'm gonna be scary. Like I'm scary right now. I don't try for you niggas. Don't let me get to a point where I got nothing but time and freedom and like I care. If I ever grow to care,
so it's over.
Look at what go watch with everybody that's listening. Go watch me versus D Money one more time and listen to the fact that I didn't give a fuck. Understand, he tried. He knew he couldn't fuck with me, so he wrote a short round and dropped a trailer. And understand that I did not try. And he like understand that. But I clearly 80-20. No sweat off my back. Zero performance. Casual. Didn't even yell. That man yelled his little heart out. For what? For nothing. And y'all out here gassing stupid elementary shit like you're going to be rocking jazz like a Utah jersey. That's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear jazz. I don't give you the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear a topic. I have talent. I have uniqueness. I did a lot of shit. I did a unique approach. He did a bunch of shit anybody could have fucking did. And understand, I did this in no time. My approach took no time. That's the thing I'm telling you. No time and no effort. I didn't have to execute it. I didn't have to perform it. It was that real. It was that uncut. As much as niggas wanted to hate me, watch niggas listen to it the second time on his playback. You hear, wow. They didn't even want to give it up. I do that to niggas. I make niggas feel like they got to protect their mans. Fuck.
Hey, I love it. Talk your shit. Nah, that's what it is. You know what I mean? But shit, you said you had who coming up though?
I'm battling Seizure upcoming, and then I got some shit in the works.
Okay.
There's a card that's being put together that I'm a part of. That's going to be great. It's a battle that everybody I think is going to want to see. That's going to be in December. It's going to be, man, I'm so excited about this. I'm still working. We're working on the card. If I can get everything I want to get on this card, it's going to be the card of the year.
It's going to be stupid. So Speaking of the seizure battle, you know what I mean? How you feeling about that? You know what I mean? What you got going on? You know what I mean? And you ain't gotta stay with, you know what I
I'll
mean?
be
What?
honest with you, because you my man's. I'm really just ready to get the battle over with. Like, I'm about to start writing for him here soon. Like, I'm better than him. I just want to out rap him. I'm sure people will make it debatable or whatever because they don't like me and they're hoping for me to fuck up in certain sectors. But as far as just an actual rapper, he can't fuck with me. I have no feelings about the battle. It's not like a dream battle of mine. I just know this is a good card and I want to put on for the people. I care about the supporters. I care about Adept putting money in niggas' pockets. So I'm gonna put on the show because I want him to feel motivated to continue to do that for the rest of the battles.
Nah, that's fire. That's Never Forget 5, right?
Yes, sir.
And what day is that?
Never Forget 5 is, man, I'll be smoking that Daryl Runs.
Yeah.
That Daryl Runs guy. I'm worried about
Hold
Fate
up.
IO right now.
Never Forget 5. Listen, man. My bad. I should have had the flyer up.
Yeah,
Man.
that's my fault because I'm worried about Fate IO right now. Like I'm trying to put that together. So I haven't been worried about the dates because I know I got some time.
Hey, good. That shit. Nah, man. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's an hour and 25 into this one, right? You know what I mean? and listen, before we get up out of here, you know what I mean? I got two questions. I'm about to steal a question from BA, and I'm about to, you know what I mean,
I
give
wish
you
I could
my
see the chat
original
in
question.
this shit.
Oh, the chat been over here chat. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gotta click chat. But tell the people why you are one of the greatest to ever do this shit.
Man, that goes without being said. It's me, man. I'ma show you niggas until I die. It's me. I'm one of the most unique spirits in this shit. I'm genuine. I don't have to put on a persona, and I still have the same effect of those who try that. I can be entertaining. I'm hilarious. I can carry a conversation, a serious one. I can make people feel less about themselves or uplift. I speak about my life. I've lived so much life, so many different lives that I have a wealth of experience to pull from. I feel like I can make myself understandable to just about anybody because I've been in so many different spots. Some niggas only have a street view. Some niggas only have a suburb view. Some niggas only have an American view. Some niggas only have a rich view. I've been in so many different situations. I feel like I'm a unique individual amongst everybody is, but I'm in tune with myself and I'm particularly unique. And I can articulate that well. I got good pockets. I got good cadences. I got good rhythm. My bars is crazy. I make great music. I rap well. Like I do everything. I'm creative. I do everything. And I do everything at a level that's great. And I be even when I'm chilling, even when I'm coasting, I'm one of the greatest to ever do this shit because I'm the one that got super far in the circuit while trolling, while bullshitting. Anytime it's been a lump of us that's been up for review, I'm the one who's gotten chosen. There's a reason for that. There's a reason why when Geechee first came into this shit, I was allegedly supposed to be the first one he asked about. There's a reason why everybody got sent to Bill Collector. I was the one that got the call. There's a reason. Ask yourself why. You know what I'm saying? Review my material. Review the care I put into my material. Review the honesty. Review how accurate it is. You know what I'm saying? Review the creativity. The fact that I say things. I feel like out of everybody, if you remove me, there is no, my work is gone. A lot of these niggas, somebody would have came up with a lot of the shit these niggas come up with. I think I occupy a very unfillable space.
Sheesh. Listen, man, I'm in an unfillable space. Listen, those some words right there. You did what I'm saying. All right. So I guess shit. At the end of the day, me, What do you want your legacy to be known for?
My beautiful children and my beautiful wife feeling loved and healthy and growing up beautiful. And my grandchildren being greater than I ever could be. And my great great grandchildren, and the world that I leave behind. I just want to leave a better world than I entered. And I just want to take care of my people and have a great family. That's my goal. I don't care about success. I don't care. I mean, I don't care about like fame and all that shit. Like, I care about doing right by my wife and children and making sure I chose the right wife and we make the right children. That's like my end game. That's my goal. And I feel like I'm on my way. So I think my legacy will be left up to those that are here to speak on it.
Mm, mm, that's fire. That's fire. Me, is there anything else you want to, convey to the people while you up here?
Washing your hands is not optional. If you didn't brush your teeth before you left out the house, you should not feel so comfortable speaking. Um, 35 is the cutoff for being an aspiring virtual battle rapper. Go run for president or something, bro. You're 35 and up. Go run for president.
Yeah. I can't with this thing. Yeah. Nah, hey, yo.
Yo, think about that. You niggas' favorite virtual battle rappers could run for president right now. What are they doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
I got like 2 elections still. Like,
hey, yeah. Damn, son. Yeah.
hey, when the young niggas start coming in here, when y'all start getting y'all chance to rap, when these old niggas start talking their shit, just ask them how much a price of cigarettes was when they was in high school. They'll shut right up.
Yo, hey, yo, nah, son. You out of pocket, big. Shit, nigga, cigarettes growing up when I ain't even gonna display that. You know what I mean? Sheesh.
Yeah. Some of these niggas' favorite virtual battle rappers was going to the movies with a couple quarters.
Oh nah, son. Popcorn $1, nigga. Nah, that shit wild. Nah, son. Nah, man. Listen, man. It's been dope, man. Tell the people where they can find you, my brother.
Find yourself. It's much more important.
That's a fact, though. That's a
But
fact.
I'm at Big Trash Goat on everything. BIG as in Biggie Smalls, Trash as in Gullah JB's material, Goat as in everything I do. Big Trash Goat, one word. YouTube, Instagram, whatever.
Hey, yo, nah, that's fine. Hey, yeah. Nah, son. Hey, yo. There you have it, people. You know what I mean? Morals over everything. We got me in this motherfucker, you know what I mean? Smoking with the king. I am blessed. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You know what I mean? I'm over here smoking rapper blunts and shit like this.
This Daryl Runts got me thinking I'm John Cena.
Yo, son, this nigga to me, son. Hey, yo.
This is basic thugonomics. Word life. But the fighting, spitting, my willingness is unforgiving. Got you backing up in the defensive position.
Hey, nah, son. But nah, listen, man. I appreciate you for coming up here, my brother. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? For you know what I mean, you just being you. You know what I mean? Listen, man. There's a lot of people that you meet. You know what I mean? Just in life on a daily, right? You know what I mean? I forget how many people we come into contact with on a daily, right? And you was way more solid than you mean a lot of these niggas out here. You feel me? And I appreciate that. Just you being you having that mind. You know what I mean? And listen, man, it's something that I can't do well. That I simply, you know what I mean? I love when I see it. You know what I mean? And that's when. The youth, well, shit. When I met you, you was youth. You know what I mean? You kind of getting up there now, nigga. Yeah, but not.
I be
And
growing a beard and shit now. That shit crazy.
Yeah. No, that's to speak, and that's to speak with confidence. You do what I'm saying, and I definitely, you know what I mean, admire that about you. You feel me? You know what I mean? And just your whole mind, you know what I mean? The whole way you think, you know what I mean, is different. You know what I mean? You even give me different ways of thinking at times. You feel me? Like I'll be on some, you know what I mean, and you're like, nah, but you know what I mean, and I'll be like, you're right. You know what I mean? This young nigga is right. You know what I mean? And it gives you a different aspect. You know what I mean? And your aspect on life is much different. You know what I mean? And it's very intellectual, and it's very without, you know what I mean, with, for lack of better terms, you know what I mean, grown. You know what I mean? And that's definitely something, you know what I mean, that I appreciate about you, my brother. You know what I mean? Listen, man, we appreciate everybody that, you know what I mean, pulled up, rocking out with us. You feel me? Everybody in the chat, you did what I'm saying. This was Smok3n Wit The King. I don't even know where my shit is at. You did what I'm saying. I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Salute, man. We about to end, man. It's no problem, my brother. Y'all ready? You did, and they say you can't see me. You can't see me. We up out of here, man. I love the hell out of y'all, man. King.
Smoke royalty. What is smoking with y'all? The laser attached to the black tool stronger than.
Start here to battle rap.
No, when you came across battle rap, like.
But once I got to middle school, I might have stayed.
Go ahead, finish your story. Go ahead.
Being literal. So that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is it is the same. I'm not gonna lie to you because they use
Smok3n TV.
I ain't looking for problem, bitch. I am the problem. You want it, you got it. So here you go. Look, I came with a smile, but you